Okay, so I've made it well known that I disagree with a lot of stuff on TikTok and social media in general. I think that it's had countless detrimental effects on us, like making us think more superficially and ruining our attention span, etc. Well, today I'm going to be talking specifically about the language that's commonly used on TikTok, like the trends that come and go and the phrasing of particular things. Maybe it'll make more sense once I get into it. Starting off strong, I guess. I don't know where this trend initially started, but let me just say this before I even get into it. This one severely pisses me off because it's just not funny. It's just offensive and rude, and I don't know how so many people haven't realized this. First of all, most of the people partaking in this trend are filling their shirts to have the appearance of larger backs, and then walking over to the fridge in like a silly way to make sure your food is still there, or like eating a literal regular amount of food and captioning it big back behavior. To me, it's giving wanting to feel better about yourself. Like, it's okay to eat food, I promise. Social media has made it feel like such a shameful thing to enjoy food these days, and it really aggravates me. Like, everyone's biggest fear has become gaining weight, which is insane to me.
I think it's very obvious that the big back trend has gone too fucking far. I don't think it should have been made in the first place, and I'm not the only creator who has said this, but it's just, at this point, it's getting to where it's just people projecting their fears of becoming overweight or becoming plus size. I don't know who came up with the term big backed. I think it might have been a plus size person, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's just you making fun of people who are bigger. That's it. Like people being like, oh, me going back for seconds at the family function is so big back to me. No, it's not. It's okay to get a second plate of food. Like y'all are just telling me that you have eating disorders and a bad relationship with food. One of my mutuals said this, and I'm gonna tag her down below so y'all can go watch her video, because honestly, like, she's probably the first person that I ever heard like actually bring this up. But I feel like we just keep repackaging fat phobia in different types of trends so that like it's funny and like people can laugh at it, so it's just repackaged fat phobia. Like, it's just fat phobia. I don't know, and I'm probably not even like the correct person to really be diving deep into this topic because I'm not a plus size person, but it's okay to enjoy food. Like, I think that is a huge issue with our society, is that, oh, it's like bad if I enjoy food, or if I get a second plate, or if I enjoy the continental breakfast at the hotel. Like, that's weird, and I don't like that that's resurfacing and it's becoming a trend and now it's funny. I just think that's weird.
And you guys, you know what makes this trend even worse? When people include their kids in it. I saw a video of a literal baby eating Cheetos, and their parents had stuffed the baby's shirt because of the big back trend. That's a baby. What are you doing? Why are you pushing this idea on an infant that doesn't even have consciousness yet? And you guys already know how I feel about filming and posting children online. I talked about it in my Can We Stop Exploiting People for Views video if you're interested. I also saw another video of a kid following his mom or grandma, I'm not sure, into a restaurant, and the kid is like mocking how this person is walking. And it's absolutely insane to be instilling these ideas into kids' heads so young. Like, they barely even know that they exist, or they don't know that they exist at all, and they're already being taught fat equals bad. That being overweight is a punchline, and that it's okay to disrespect people who are bigger than you. Something else I absolutely have to mention about this trend is the difference in the comment sections of the people participating in this trend depending on their physical appearance. So for example, here's the comment section of a skinnier girl who stuffed her shirt with some pillows or something, and she took part in this trend. Now here are the comments from bigger people partaking in this trend. Notice the difference? Yeah, it's just not funny. I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain why or how this trend is harmful, but apparently I do. Saying, is he acoustic or is he artistic, is pretty much a different way of saying, is he autistic, in case you didn't know, which is incredibly offensive, because there are people doing this, and like, are you actually serious? This is insane. Now, I was introduced to this trend because I get a lot of cat content on Instagram, and I kept seeing funny videos of cats with the caption, is he acoustic? What I don't understand is how, in 2024, when we should very well know better, people are still making fun of autism. It's not funny, it's perpetuating harmful stereotypes against a group of people that are still not treated equally in our society. And I'm so tired of people becoming the butt of the joke for a few cheap ha-has. Like, seriously, we can do better than this.
As far as I understand it, The word acoustic started off in the autism community, kind of a joke. Autistic people are bullied a lot, as you probably know. The neurodivergent community are using the word acoustic to protect themselves from bullies because autism and autistic are like red flags to bullies. We thought we'd created an echo chamber where we could call ourselves acoustic and nobody would bother us. But no, the bullies are using the word to bully people.
Now, I don't know how to fully articulate how and why this trend is so harmful because I feel like I don't have the right words or vocabulary, and I also don't have autism, so I don't know that I can do a very good job at like perpetuating it. There's this video that I'm going to be linking in the description so you guys can see someone's much better and put together argument about this topic. So definitely check out that video after you finish this one. But yeah, another unfunny and harmful TikTok trend. Oh my god, shocker. Okay, so this last section is a bit more complicated, so I'm going to go in chronological order so that it hopefully makes a little bit more sense. So it starts on May 11, 2023 when a TikToker called Livy Maher posted this video where she's eating cheese and bread and grapes, calling it girl dinner.
I cannot find the TikTok right now, but a girl just came on here and said how, like, in medieval times, peasants had to eat nothing but bread and cheese and how awful that was, and she was like, that's my ideal meal. This is my dinner. I call this girl dinner or medieval peasant.
Then, a couple months later, a creator called Karma Carr made this audio.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Girl dinner. Oh, girl dinner.
Which, this is just an aside, but I always thought it was really annoying. Anyways, a bunch of people started using it, showing their various girl dinners. And at the time of writing this, there's a little bit over 400,000 videos with this audio. And a bunch of people used it to show their silly little meals. And it was like, haha guys, like you're so silly, what a crazy combination of things to eat.
I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner.
But at the same time, there were tons of people using this trend to boast how little they eat. And I don't think I have to spell out why this is harmful, right? Like there are young, impressionable people on this app and being taught that girl dinner is cheese and pieces of fruit. Well, yeah. And I know the thought process of like, come on, it's just a silly little joke. There's no need to take such trivial things so seriously. But like, it is that serious. Because eating disorders are serious. And this type of thinking contributes to eating disorders. So no, it's not chill, it's harmful. So shortly after the girl dinner trend, the girl math trend popped up, and it's hard to pinpoint where it exactly started, but it was a few months after from what I can tell. In case you don't know, the gist of it is making up rules to excuse spending money, which doesn't sound harmful on its own, but there are a couple of things about this trend that do make it harmful. First, and probably the more obvious one, is that it perpetuates the stereotype that girls are stupid and don't understand math. Like seeing these mostly adult women sitting next to their boyfriend or dad and saying these silly things like, oh, if I return something then I'm making money or whatever, and the guy sitting next to them is laughing at the stupidity of the sentence, it honestly just frustrates me.
If I do that return and the store gives me credit, yeah, it's just like free shopping when I go back.
If you like go out for dinner and you pay for the group and then they pay you back like a couple days later, like you just made money.
Like, why is it a funny haha trend that girls are acting like idiots who don't know how math works? And these men are laughing like, oh my god, you silly woman. It like rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't know guys, but something about like girls acting like complete idiots in front of men and then laughing at themselves and the man laughing at them, like, I don't know. It just makes me so uncomfortable and like, I hate this trend. It's so stupid. And the second problem I have with this trend is the overconsumption that it seems to promote. I've seen a bunch of videos of people defending their purchases using the so-called girl math.
$2.50 divided by 10, $25 a wear
Yeah,
for 10 wears.
you'll
But I'll
wear
wear
it way
more
more
than
than 10 times.
So $5 a wear for 20 wears.
So cheap. You're literally buying it from the dollar store.
It's like getting a coffee every time I wear it,
Yes.
which I'll do anyway. No,
You could
that adds more.
no, if you forfeit your coffee every time you wear that, then it's basically free.
Basically free.
We cracked your back.
And it's just crap that nobody needs.
The best thing I can do for you today is to girl math why you should buy this on Black Friday. This Booster Pro is on a 2-in-1, it's on a 3-in-1, it's a 4-in-1. This holds 4 different skincare devices. Already, it's cheaper than buying 4 different skincare devices. This retails for somewhere around $480. You're gonna use this every day, so it's $1.03 per day.
And just the idea of, oh, I returned something I don't need or something that didn't fit me, and now I have gained money, so I can spend this money on more stuff, and it's like, just mindless spending and stuff that you don't really need. And that's such a common trend on TikTok. Like, I feel like every community just has like some overconsumption component to it. And it's just like, can we use our minds? Can we use critical thinking skills and think about if we actually need something? Because you don't need like 10 pairs of jeans in every single shade and every single color. Like, it's just mindless spending. Like, in a world that's being slowly murdered because of overconsumption, among other things, why am I even surprised at this point?
Girl math isn't a thing!
Now, the latest trend in this whole girly takeover is the "I'm just a girl" phrase. And listen, I get that this is just a cute little sentence that can be used to excuse not being able to do some things or whatever. Like, I can't change the oil of my car, I'm just a girl. Which I get you, I don't even know how to add wiper fluid to my car. But the phrasing of "I'm just a girl" is harmful, because just indicates a lacking, and the world already expecting these things of us, like not being able to drive a car or owning way too much makeup, is normal. Because guys, I'm just a girl. Why would you expect more from me? And obviously, there's nothing wrong with liking makeup and not being a good driver, which if you're not a good driver, don't record it on TikTok, just stay off the roads, please. But these are harmful stereotypes that contribute to sexism that women are still facing every day. It's easy to say this silly little line and put a bow on it or whatever, but do you realize what you're actually saying anymore? It's not cutesy. Also, I want to point out how these girl trends are extremely infantilizing. Like, these are mainly women in their mid to late 20s saying "I'm just a girl" online. But like, you're not just a girl. You're 25, and I don't know why you're acting like a child right now. Do you know what I mean? It just really rubs me the wrong way. And you know the audio that everyone's using over this with that song that's like "I'm just a girl in the world"? Well, that's a song called "Just a Girl" by No Doubt, and it came out in 1995. And I'm gonna read you some of the lyrics in this song because the use of this audio on TikTok is extremely ironic. "Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. This world is forcing me to hold your hand. 'Cause I'm just a girl, oh little old me. Well, don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, all pretty and petite. So don't let me have any rights. 'Cause they won't let me drive late at night. Oh, I'm just a girl, I guess I'm some kind of a freak. 'Cause they all sit and stare with their eyes." Guys, the song is about how the world infantilizes women and won't let us be human beings without being objectified. It directly opposes the things that this trend has been promoting. I don't even know what more to say about that. Like, it's actually so frustrating. Recently, I've been seeing a bunch of videos about how the election results weren't particularly surprising when you really think about it, because of how conservative people on social media have been turning recently. With trends like Tradwife and a bunch of alpha male podcasts taking over, it honestly wasn't that surprising when the election went the way it did. When there are TikToks criticizing feminism, young women complaining that they just want to stay at home and cook for a fictional husband, saying, "Oh, why did feminism do this to us? I just want to stay at home all day." It's terrifying. So these little trends about girl math and being just a girl really aren't funny at all, because come January 20th, when our reproductive rights are going to be even more at risk, I don't really think we're going to be laughing then, are we? The point of this video was to emphasize how seemingly harmless language used online and in day-to-day life is actually very harmful. I talked about the big back and acoustic trends, which both regard groups of people as the punchline to the joke. I also talked about the girly trends like girl dinner, which seems to promote harmful eating habits, and girl math and "I'm just a girl" trends, which are self-infantilizing and reinforce harmful stereotypes that have real-life negative effects on women around the world every day. None of this stuff is funny when you really think about it, so the next time you see a silly TikTok trend pop up, I want you to think before partaking in it, because although it might seem silly and harmless, it really isn't sometimes. It encourages a very specific way of thinking that's at the detriment of others. And we're better than this, I'd like to think. I briefly mentioned tradwives and how people on social media are seeming to go towards more conservative ways of thinking these days, which is a topic that really interests me. I've watched tons of videos about this very topic, and I'll link a couple in the description if you're interested in learning more. Because guys, it's actually kind of terrifying, but it's definitely really important to talk about and be conscious of. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. The examples I used in this video were just a few harmful trends that I could think of, but if there's ones that I missed, please let me know in the comments. It's really important to think about what we're saying and putting into the world before we hit post, you know? Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back soon with some more videos. I'm gonna link all the videos I mentioned in the description. If you like this video, please give it a cute little thumbs up and subscribe if you want. That'd be pretty cool, you know? Have a fantabulous day. Bye.